No one wants to see losses in their investments, right? Especially when you plan to live out your retirement years on those hard-earned savings. So what can you do to mitigate those losses, especially when you see them in your pension fund? Michael Martinez is the president of the pension group, is here once again with some great advice. So always good to see you, Mike.
Same here.
All right, why does it happen where someone can look at their pension numbers year to year and they see a decline? Because I thought pensions are supposed to be more secure, right, than like a 401k. So what is happening here?
Well, what a lot of people don't realize, a lot of the private pension funds out there, public's a little different, but talking about private pension funds, a lot of them go based off what they call these segmented rates. And interest rates, when you hear of interest rates, if I put money in a bank and interest rates go up, what happens? My money should go up.
Right.
But the best way I can explain it, if you bought $1 million home out in California compared to $1 million home here in Columbus, there's a big difference, as far as what you can purchase. And let's say interest rates are at 3.5%. And interest rates, the Fed increases rates and it's at 4. Well, what ends up happening? Maybe I can max out that $1 million home at 3.5. But now it ends up happening, if it goes to 4, I can't get that $1 million home. Maybe I only get $850.
Right.
So again, if you look at the relation of that standpoint, I hate to use segmented interest rate. I almost want to take that word interest rate out. But we get updated on a monthly basis by the IRS. We get these tables, and when we keep our clients informed when it comes to pensions, what's going to happen? Am I going to have an increase in these rates? Because if so, you can lose significant amounts of money. We've seen people back in 2014 lose anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000 in their lump sum pension.
Wow.
And for some people, if they make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year and they go back to work and they lost it in their lump sum and they're getting ready to retire in another year or two, in a sense, they want to work for free. So again, we want to educate people on what's happening with these pensions. But again, the opposite can happen. If the segmented rates go down, the lump sum pensions can increase. So that's why we always try to keep people informed when it comes to these segmented rates on how it affects them with their retirement plans.
Yeah, and let's talk to people specifically in that 5-10 year range as they're getting ready to retire. What can they do to make themselves more ready, maybe prepare themselves for things like this that are going to happen?
Well, we get a lot of people that are 5-10 years out, and we work with them. We put together that investment portfolio organizer. That's that nice leather-bound binder that updates them once a year on their pension, their 401k. We actively manage people's 401ks at various companies throughout Central Ohio. So if that's a concern, if you're 10 years out, this is now the time to really start planning. And why is that important? Because the more you can plan, the more, one of the consensus I get from a lot of people, Mike, I wish we would have known you 10, 15 years ago, because we'd be in a much better position if we would have known you back then than we are today. Well, hindsight's 20/20, but for our viewers out there, if they give us a call, the first time we get together with people, it's really get to know you and your situation. We sit down with you for an hour. We don't get into any types of products or services. We want to know what your goals are, what your concerns are. Then we can develop a plan, a retirement plan for you, and more importantly, when you retire, an income plan. Because you can talk about it, everything as far as what you've accumulated, but again, how you're going to access that money at retirement. What's the best way? These are some of the things that we cover during our consultation for our clients.
And before you even get to that consultation, you have a very popular tool on your website available for free for people to download, the Retirement Readiness Kit. What does that enable them to do?
Well, it really enables them to get educated on some of the different topics. Everyone out there, the majority of people have a 401k or maybe a 403b. What are the 5 most common mistakes that can occur? Are they maximizing their match? You don't want to throw away free money. What about pre-tax versus after-tax? Do you have a Roth component inside your 401k? How would you like to get tax-free income from your 401k when you retire? These are some of the things we cover on the 401k. Pensions, we'll get into the 10 most common pension errors. How do you know if an error occurs? Do you always trust the company that you retire from or the plan administrator that number is going to be accurate? We found errors of anywhere from $30,000 as much as $125,000 in people's pensions.
All right, Mike, and again, you can download that at thepensiongroup.com and then give a call, meet with you and your team, and you can get ready and be actually confident before you go into retirement, right?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.